is Martin from Secrets, the channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to Markets Tomorrow, the daily stock market analysis show where we look at what happened in the market during the day and also trying to learn something from it and plan for it, better trade for the next one. This is October 18th tomorrow, 2022, Tuesday. The analysis is for tomorrow. So what kind of day we had? Market trapped the bears, right? It gained momentum, but it's basically moving sideways. Let's look at the chart and see what we mean by that. Look at this Nifty chart. A wide range bullish candle, definitely indicating bullishness, but you can say it trapped the bulls. It went down and managed to close above the previous candle's low. This is a bear trap. Here also the bear is a trap, Banknifty also, but the bullishness is very much evident with the wide range, completely engulfed in the previous candle in the case of Banknifty. So that's the action that happened today. How much points was that? It was that's 0.73%. That's 126 points gains on the Nifty and 615 points gain. That's 1.56% on the Nifty. Right, both are wide range bullish candles. Intraday was a 5% gap down and then a reversal trending upside. Look at this. We'll take the 15 minutes. This is what happened. 17th, they gave a 0.5% dip and then trended upside. Banknifty also gave a dip and then trended upside. So trapped the bears. That's it. So otherwise the weekly, if you see, it's all the same. Right? Weekly we are still below that resistance level on both the indices. The trend line resistance that we are taking out. Still have that, but there is clear bullishness that is evident in the Banknifty, showing superior strength as compared to the Nifty. Right? So that's action. But if you put in the Bollinger Band, it tells you what's happening. It's a contraction of the bands that indicates pure sideways with a bullish bias now that it is closed above the median 20. Banknifty is the same. It is comfortably closed above the median of the Bollinger Bands and clear contraction and sideways price action is what you see. So there is a trend line. So it has cleared all the trend lines. Look at this. This is a 20, 50, 100 and 200 DMA exponential moving average that you see there. And Nifty managed to close above that once again. Whether it will sustain or not, we'll have to see tomorrow. And Banknifty also comfortably above all the moving average. So all the moving average resistance is history for now. Banknifty showing bullishness, right? Definitely bullish. 17,345 is the resistance first and 13,500 above that. 17,115 and 16,950 downside support previous close. Banknifty 40,075 is now the resistance upside, then 40,528. 40,000 also may be a resistance because it's a rounding number. Those are previous swing highs which are resistances. 39,200 downside previous swing low and 38,473 previous swing low downside. Right, that's the Banknifty support resistance lows. Make a note of that. So basically 40,000 and 70,500 is clearly clear. So if there is a close that's happening above that, it's fine. Then there could be some hope for the bulls. Otherwise, yeah, we may be zigzagging. Like consolidation is that it moves up and then comes down, all within that range. Bollinger Bands, we have already seen that momentum is rising, but still in the sideways. Not that in the short term, it does not climb above the bullish zone. So sideways movement, but momentum is rising up. Is good. Trend is crossed over in the Banknifty, but not in the Nifty. It's still in the bear zone. That is the short term that we are talking about, and the ADX indicator is the trend indicator that we are talking about. VIX has spiked up. It's just 1%, so 18.41. Still very close to 20, so we have to be cautious, but not much of spike was happened. Yeah, even when the market has moved up, the VIX is short up, which is a worry. That's something you have to keep in mind. Normally, when the market goes up, the VIX cools down. Today, it's not what has happened even. So that may be an indication that the price may not be going that much up. It may be a move, but it may face resistance and then it may not sustain. Is what sometimes this kind of irregular VIX patterns may indicate. But tomorrow we'll come to know how is VIX doing. Futures OI is showing long build-up. Options OI is showing clear bullishness with 17,300 having the highest. No, the Banknifty 37,000 is having the highest number of puts in the Banknifty. Nifty is 17,000 and very tight range. Still 4 days to I have the expiry 17,000 and 17,300. The highest put and call rating is seen supported resistance is 7,000 and 40,000 for the October 20th weekly expiry benefit levels. Look at the put call resistance bullish 1 and 1.47. That's bullish, clear. So yeah, so that is what the level for it. So options and futures operators is in favor of the bulls. VIX slightly confusing because it's rising up and the market is trending up. Momentum and trend is fine except for Nifty. The trend has not crossed over, but it may cross over tomorrow. But momentum is rising fine. Volatility is showing sideways. Price action is also showing sideways, and bullishness also in the moving average has crossed over. Right. Just to wrap it up. Right. Sectors metal reality underperformed. Auto performed. Others are flat. So no great movements across the sector. Movements did not happen today. All sectors, however, are not in the bearish zone, so it's in the sideways at least. Right. Heavyweights, all heavyweights are close green today. None of them are in bearish zones. None of the major heavyweights we're talking about. ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, Nifty, Reliance, all of them perform greater than 1%. So Nifty heavyweights did the job today. This Fyers selling data shows today is that there is selling of small quantity of 372 crores happened in the from the Fyers side, and buying of 1,582 crores has happened from the DIS side. So DIS managed and FS did not sell much. That's the good thing. This data that is there was yesterday's. What we saw here now is the actual latest, right? So institutional data kind of flat, not giving any clues, but at least they're not selling heavy is itself good enough for the market to sustain and furthermore. Crude oil is flat, but it's rising. It's less than 86. It is not spiking up too much as long as it, but it may eventually do that because crude oil has got a parallel channel at the bottom. It has bounced up from there. Now it may be heading towards the up, which is somewhere near the 100 levels. Dollar is trouble. It's falling. Some pullback is happening, but it's still at 112 with high bullish momentum, and it's still at 20-year high kind of levels. USD INR is also a small pullback has happened, but still at above 82, which is making the rupee the weakest. Right. So this is red. Gold is rising after an attempt to climb up, failed and fell down. Support, and it's trying to climb back. Right. It did bounce up, but failed to sustain that. This is green. US market also showing some good green. Let's look at that right now, right? So it's showing some good green, but you'll have to check this pre-market tomorrow. Right now it shows green. Some bounce up attempt is happening. It has climbed to the sideways momentum. That way it's good, but if it sustains, and would it go up towards the top of the channel is what we have to watch out for. This is a very good support. This is the Dow futures at least. So Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P 500 you have to see tomorrow pre-market, and then if there is big gap ups or big up moves or big down moves that is happening, then accordingly our market may react most likely. Right? So that's a major concern apart from the US dollar rising and rupee weakening like this. US markets bearing bearish is concern, but today it's a green day. Looks like, at least at this point in time. I'll have to check that tomorrow. Some jobless data is coming on Thursday. So it will come and reaction will come in our market only on Friday. So one of the major events as of now. Stock picks, none of this. Stock picks, I don't have anything as of now, but I will be posting them on the Twitter, right? Picks for today, so you can check that, and then the charts will also be posted on that. Just to wrap up, what is happening is consolidation is very clear. From the Bollinger Bands is very clear. It's moving up, moving down, all within a range. So we had a pullback of 4%. We have pulled back after we had a rally. So basically, what are we doing, right? Look at this, right? So we had move up and then had a pullback, and now we are going back there again. So it's trending. So as long as this major support zone of 17,500, 16,500 to 16,750, 650, that zone, that 16,500 zone is very crucial because it's a confluence of the down falling with the COVID low trend line. So there is a confluence of two trend lines. So if this is breached, then we may have trouble, and it is likely to go downside to make it lower swing. And if also, if this cushion zone of 35,000 is breached, then we may have trouble. Until then, it should be okay. But as of now, bullishness is very much evident. No worries there. So it's consolidation is happening, and with the bullish bias is also there, right? Several factors are in favor of the bulls, right? It's a PCR, moving average above close, Bollinger Bands, no, not expanding downside. Banknifty's trend is crossed over the bull zones, rising momentum in both indices and all this. US market also showing some green, but we have to closely watch that. 82 plus rupees the trouble. Shooting up. VIX is still very close to the 20. Right? 18 point something is very close to 20. So volatility will be there. We have to be cautious. Either stay out till the VIX cools off, and stay out only if VIX is going about 20. Definitely stay out of that. And watch out for the 16500 to 16650, 750, that level is very crucial. That is breaking or not, we have to see. There's a good support out there. 37,000 and 35,000. These are two zones with Bank Nifty levels and downside. On the upside, 40,000 if to screen close above that is good for Bank Nifty, and 70,500 and upwards will be also fine. So never carry overnight positions without hedge, and quality stocks saving option strategies are there. Check the playlist and do that for quality long-term investment stocks, how to protect that and get rental incomes, right? So that's my view. Mild bullishness for tomorrow is my view, right, based on all the parameters that you study. And if that helps you to frame your view on the market for tomorrow and your trade plan, if it influences some way, consider hitting the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Very few subscribers. I appreciate your help in this regard. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, happy learning. Bye bye.